pledged, or you've promised today, to save £800 million spend for asylum seekers. Could you just explain to people how you believe you can do that? How quickly can you move people out? How many hotels? And will that mean that people are returned? Can you guarantee that councils won't pick up the tab? And you mentioned earlier that the previous Chancellor was given the same information that you had, or that you've published today. Are you saying that he had it, didn't publish it, had exactly what you... Info on that? Thank you.
First of all, on the issue of asylum, there is a £6.4 billion difference between the money that the government and the money that was actually being spent this year. We believe that we can save £800 million by cancelling the Rwanda scheme and by processing asylum claims. That is the difference that we will make to get down these extraordinary spending pressures that Paul Johnson at the IFS say today that is new information. In terms of what the Chancellor knew, the Chancellor and the former Chancellor and the former Prime Minister knew when they were making commitments that there was not the money there to do that. Let's just take one example. At the Conservative Party conference last year, the previous Prime Minister announced the Advanced British Standard. This was his flagship policy. Not a single penny of money to fund it. So we've cancelled it today, because if we cannot afford it, we cannot do it. I'll take one final question. Yeah.
Ellen Milligan from Bloomberg. Why not wait longer for a spending review to give your growth plan a chance? You briefed the Bank of England about sector pay increases may be inflationary. Thanks.
We couldn't wait. You can't know these things and not tell the British public. That would be to be guilty of the same thing that we're accusing the Conservatives of covering up the true state of our public finances and public spending pressure. So when I arrived at the Treasury on the 5th of July, I asked the Treasury officials to do a full audit of those pressures. That work has now concluded, and I presented it at the first opportunity to the House of Commons, because that is the right and proper thing to do. We have now started the process of an independent forecast from responsibility ahead of a budget and the first part of a spending review on the 30th of October. I will not conceal information from the British public, and I will not conceal information from financial markets. That would be a very bad way to conduct government. And yes, I have spoken over the course of the last few days to the Office for Budget Responsibility, the International Monetary Fund and the Bank of England. Let me just make this point about the public sector pay announcements today. The public sector pay announcements are in line with private sector wage settlements. So I do not believe that these are inflationary. Thank you very much. I'll have to leave it there. Thank you.